Fellas and females, welcome back to 205 Live Reborn. I'm G Willie. We're kicking episode 3 off with the Money in the Bank qualifiers match. The winner of this match will be put into Super Flight Night's Money in the Bank ladder match against Cedric Alexander, who's automatically qualified for it. Coming out first is Noam Dar.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 178 pounds, Noam Dar.
I'm once again joined at the commentary desk by the gangster CJ.
Hello, guys.
He's here to witness the third episode of the greatest cruiserweight show to grace your eyes. CJ, we got Noam Dar versus Chad Gable. Who you backing?
Another, like I say every episode, tough, and I've got to go with Noam Dar.
Ooh, I'm gonna disagree, and I'm gonna go with Chad Gable, and he's coming out now. And there he is, an Olympic gold medalist himself. He is, CJ. I bet you didn't know. Fun fact for you. Yes, he is an Olympic winner. He is a wrestling genius. Some would dare to say a wrestling machine. Not to rip off Kurt Angle or anything, but trust me, CJ, I know we're in for a treat here with these two.
Well, yeah, we will be. As seeing these two step together in the ring. And now the match is underway.
Oh, both men dodging each other's strikes to begin with, backing up from each other. Oh, and there, Gable lands a right hand and Noam Dar dodges a chop. Going back and forth early on. I'm sure we're going to be expecting a bit more of this.
Yeah, this is how a lot of matches start, and then one of them take over.
Yes, it starts 50-50 and it ends 100-0. And CJ is saying Noam Dar's pulling this one through. Chad Gable sending the supernova over the top. It's Gable now running round. Oh wow! That rolling foot driver thing. I'm not too familiar with its name. I apologise, but now these two heading into the ring now. Gable sliding in, stomping on Noam Dar.
Rolls him round.
This is what I mean, CJ. Chad Gable is an Olympic wrestler. That's what he's all about. Suplexes, grapples, takedowns.
Drop kick there.
And that's what Noam Dar's about, the high-flying manoeuvres. Oh, Noam Dar, for a second I thought he was trying to out-wrestle Gable, but no, he's pushing his face into the mat and then stamping the back of the neck. Ref, surely that's illegal in some way, shape or form. And again, that rolling, the rolling heel.
He's loving them rolls.
I went to the ropes, oh no, pulling it back. Belly to belly suplex. This is what I'm saying, CJ. Expect a lot of suplexes. Gable loving in the love he's getting from the fans. Picking up power bomb. Gable is sending to the top rope now.
A lot of people go to the top rope early on.
A lot of people go to the top rope in this show, CJ. That's what their moveset's all about. High flying, but it's a missile drop kick from Gable.
Usually when you see them going up to the top rope, they're gonna hit a frog splash.
Well, there's frog splash, sent-ons, swan-ons, the lot, moonsaults and a drop kick from drop kick of his own from Chad Gable. He's now elbowing Noam Dar. He's grabbing that wrist into a monkey flip into the corner. Dar rolling to safety, but is it safe out there? We've seen many a time it's not safe rolling out the ring, and it's a missile drop kick that's missed. And Gable lands hard on his back there on those steel steps as Noam Dar pulls himself round and starts swinging like there's no tomorrow. And he's got him scooped. He's just driven him headfirst into steel steps, CJ.
Wow, what a move from Noam Dar. And here they go, Chad Gable getting himself back into the ring.
How's Gable still going? It's a roll-up for the win.
1, 2. Oh,
late kick out. Chad Gable nearly stealing the win there. On a right hand now. And Chad Gable going to the strikes.
Surprised Gable's still in this.
I know, honestly, I'm surprised he's not concussed after being driven head first into belly-to-belly overhead throw.
Here he is, getting him up. Noam Dar goes up, goes down.
Not once.
And again.
Not twice.
And the third one, will it connect? Yes, it
It's
will.
an homage to Eddie Guerrero. Three Amigos. Chad Gable closing in on the victory now. As he's grabbing Eddie. Not Eddie, Noam Dar, sorry. Eddie's grabbing him, sends him into that corner. I already know what's coming, CJ. If this hits, Noam Dar's out. And Gable's going to Super Flight Night. German suplex.
Straight into the cover.
One, two, three.
Chad
Chad Gable picks up the win. Chad Gable will be facing off against Cedric Alexander.
Here is your winner, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Chad Gable.
And Chad Gable has earned himself a one-way ticket to the Money in the Bank ladder match against Cedric Alexander. But I must now turn our attention to a world champion, CJ. A man who's facing off against his own son at that same pay-per-view. Rey Mysterio, the biggest little man in WWE history, the greatest luchador in WWE history. What's your thoughts on Rey? What do you think he's here for? But I can tell you this much, actually, he's here to cut a promo. But what do you think what do you think's going through his mind after his assault from his son?
God knows. But it is a tough call. What is going round his head? Is it of when he got attacked by his own son? Or what?
Well, I mean, I can tell you this much, if I was the dad of my own son attacked me for my championship, tell you what, he wouldn't be my son anymore. I'd want him to change his last name, which Dominik Mysterio has. I've been informed that Dominik Mysterio has formally and legally changed his name to Dominik Guerrero. Thrown it back to 2006, Rey versus Eddie Guerrero ladder match. The winner got custody of Dominik. The winner, essentially CJ, became Dominik's father. In that match, Rey Mysterio won, but Dominik isn't seeing it like that. Dominik isn't wanting Rey to be his father.
No, he is not.
Anyway, someone give this man a microphone, let's hear what he's got to say to us. Dominik though, Rey, turn around. Dominik's here again to assault Mysterio with a chair. CJ, what is it with Dominik? Why is he not giving up?
He wants that belt of Rey. That's why he's not giving up.
Even if it means injuring him before their match, before their clash. If he can injure him before the match, it makes Dominik's life a lot easier. And remember, it's a TLC match, tables, ladders and chairs. You have to climb a ladder to grab the championship. There's gonna be carnage, there's gonna be chaos. And what's he doing? Delivering a chair to the spine. Now
He leaves his dad.
he's leaving.
Dead.
Wait! Eddie Guerrero has come down to save Mysterio.
Wow.
Eddie Guerrero defending his best friend against the man Dominik wants to be his father. That's the man. Dominik wants to be his father. And Eddie is just carrying Mysterio down. I believe Rey's been stretchered off now, as they're concerned about the condition his ribs may be in. Tell you what though, Eddie, I'm here to see as much pain as you want to inflict on Mr. Mysterio. And he's climbing to the top rope.
What's he gonna do? What goes up has to go down. Hurricane Rana.
Beautiful athleticism on display there from the Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero. Frog splash. It's a frog splash. We're getting a bit froggy up in here. Eddie Guerrero now rolling out the ringside. What's he thinking?
No.
He's getting that table there. He's getting that table.
Oh no, this isn't looking good for Dominik unless he can do something to help himself.
If Eddie gets his own way here,
Dominik could be in danger for this match.
There's no match. Actually, CJ, now you mentioned that. If you can get that man in the ring right now, I'll make it official. Eddie Guerrero versus Dominik Guerrero, one-on-one on 205 Live, Reborn, here tonight. All you have to do, Eddie, put him in the ring, and as General Manager G. Willie, I'm making it official. Ref, ring the bell. There you go, CJ, that's the power a General Manager has. This match is officially underway. Eddie Guerrero laying into Dominik Mysterio. Tell you what, I'm all here to see Eddie Guerrero beating Dominik.
I'm going for Dominik to win this one. I reckon he'll pull through.
Really? Honestly, I'm maybe a bit biased. I'm a massive Eddie Guerrero fan. I love what he does in the ring. And I'm saying Eddie Guerrero's got this. Dominik's starting at a disadvantage.
He is. Eddie. Wow.
Raking at the face of Dominik Mysterio. Now I can imagine we're going to see a bit of a lie, cheating and stealing from both men here, as this begins to go back and forth, as they both counter each other's strikes, duck the chop, block the swing, kick the leg, block the chop.
Everything here. Dominik managing to pull through.
Oh, and that big right hand lays out the Latino heat. He's now pulling at that leg.
Oh.
Tell you what, if your legs don't work, you can't get to that top rope and you can't nail the splash that Eddie uses so often to put many men down. So now, putting him in the corner, hanging him upside down in that tree of war position.
We saw what he did with his dad, but obviously he can't use a chair. Is he driving his feet? No! Eddie gets up, but it still connects.
Eddie nearly suffered a similar fate, and as Dominik goes over the top rope, it's a rolling sent onto the outside. Dominik now looking to take the advantage as he's... Oh, the disrespect, kicking dust up at Eddie.
Into the steel steps.
Into the steel steps as Eddie's rolling into that ring, swings himself over the top rope. Eddie's staring down the fans, he's loving it, isn't he? You can't turn your back on Dominik though. Chop block to that leg again.
We see Dominik do a lot of them.
Both men, again, counter for counter. They've both got a response for each other's text.
Now, Dominik climbs up.
Blocks the chop again. Ducks the swing, connects his own. Blocks the chop again. That chop connects. That hook connects. Oh, I know. Dominik laying in with two jabs as Eddie responds with two chops. And that one single strike. One single chop. Two chops. Second one's blocked. Third chop's blocked. Drop kick is connected. CJ, this is a masterclass. This is like WCW Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero all over again. Maybe Dominik is Rey's son as much as Dominik doesn't want to be.
Oh Eddie. No, Rey was in that same corner.
Redemption for Rey Mysterio, redemption for his best friend as Eddie Guerrero goes to the top rope now.
What comes up must go down.
Dominik struggling to get back to his feet, Eddie lying in wait, waiting to pounce.
Dominik gets him down.
Dominik was quicker than him, and that running elbow. Now as he stamps his back. And he's grabbing a hold of that arm now and twisting a kick to the gut. Dominik now just dismantling Eddie.
Dominik dismantling. Wow, wow, wow.
As much as I hate the man, I've got to give him credit, that was impressive. But Eddie straight through with it. And Dominik now looking for a counter of Eddie's counter. And Dominik to the top rope. Dominik Mysterio to the top rope. Or as he wants to call him, Dominik Guerrero. Splash! Eddie had sword rolled out the way, he couldn't get all of it in. Dominik looks a bit hurt too. What's Dominik looking for? I don't think he was happy with that one, CJ. He's going back to the top himself. Looking for a bit of the flight. And it connects. Splash connects. Two splashes. Two splashes.
Cover.
One. Two. Dominik's won.
Oh, it's a kick out from Eddie Guerrero. Very, very late.
Dominik nearly put down the Latino heat.
As I was saying earlier, Dominik rips up everyone he goes against.
Honestly, I've got to agree, and sometimes, I mean, somehow, somewhere, Dominik pulls through, and a lot of the time he ends up being the victorious one out with the two in that ring at the same time.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. Dominik pulls through every time.
Eddie Guerrero, though. Eddie Guerrero is Eddie Guerrero. Dominik said Eddie Guerrero to get back to his feet while he's on ringside.
No.
Oh no, I think Eddie...
And it's a flip!
The flip. The flip. Again. That's what I said, CJ, earlier on in the night with Noam Dar and Chad Gable. You can't escape to ringside, because at ringside they're gonna fly.
He's looking for it again, is he? He
And
does,
it
and it connects. Will he look for a third, or will he end it there?
Eddie, in a world of hurt,
he's looking for a third.
he's telling
Oh wow.
Latino Hate to get back to his feet.
He's going for the third. Is he, or is he not? Yes, he is.
And it connects.
Third one connects along with the other two.
Dominik now picking him up. I'm gonna send him into the ring.
Is he looking to end the match here, or not? Picks him up, arm twist, and a kick to the gut.
And Dominik to the top rope. A third splash. A third splash. CG, you might be right. Dominik Mysterio might have just... Sorry, Dominik Guerrero.
2.
Oh no.
Oh,
yes.
Eddie Guerrero, wow.
Latino Heat has still got the fire to keep going. He's still got the desire to put down his illegitimate son. Now, a swing from Dominik as Eddie's blocks it in a chopper right across the chest. He's up, he's up, he's up.
He's up.
We're looking for it. He's looking for it. Lasso from El Paso. Connects. Lasso from El Paso. Eddie pulling through. Eddie pulling through to put down.
Both men here started off with a row, but now they're both pulling through from what happened earlier on, and it's a drop kick from Eddie Guerrero.
That springboard missile drop kick connected, CJ. Eddie hiking
to the top.
Eddie.
Up and down. Front splash is missed.
Dominik Guerrero had him read like a book and he rolled out the way. Oh, I thought Eddie had the match won, but he's pulling back around, Eddie. That brief moment of energy seems to be continuing through. There's a drop kick in the corner.
Eddie pulling through from what we saw Dominik from doing. He is pulling through like Dominik did earlier on in the match, as we saw.
Oh, Eddie sending Dominik pulling back around on that drop kick there. No, Eddie stamping in the back of the head. Eddie back to the top rope. Eddie back to the top rope. Could he look at land it? Could he land this one? This one connects. This one connects. Eddie's won. Eddie's won.
1, 2. Oh, very, very late kick out from Dominik Guerrero.
Dominik with the kick out. Dominik with the kick out.
Oh no.
What's Eddie? No, Eddie's going for the chair. Eddie's going for the chair to get a bit of revenge.
I see what you mean with all these cheats.
They both love a good cheat. And now the official interfering. Eddie looks. What's Dominik?
Oh no, Dominik. No, Dominik.
That's knuckle dusters. Dominik's just pulled knuckle dusters out of his waistband to lay out
and now
Eddie.
It's the cover. Will he win
what?
it? 1, 2, and 3. Ref, you can't be doing that. Just throw the chair. That's what happens when you don't look.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
Dominik Mysterio has just used knuckle dusters to put out his illegitimate father. Dominik has no respect for anybody. And here is our television champion, Xavier Woods. You saw what he did last episode, didn't you, CJ, where he attacked the one and only Ricochet.
I did see that, but like we said...
Wait. That's Ricochet. That's Ricochet's friend. That's Ricochet's friend, Wesley. I have backstage news for you, CJ. Wesley was there when Ricochet was being pulled off into the ambulance, because Ricochet is now out injured because of the assault he had. And Wesley looking for revenge for his friend.
Wow.
Xavier Woods counters that. Oh, he's got to jump a knee. Wesley trying to defend his friend Ricochet, but Xavier Woods is countering it. Xavier Woods is a man unhinged.
This is nothing like what Xavier Woods did. This is all because of him. Because what he did to Ricochet.
I have no words, but unfortunately we'll have to end the episode there. We'll see you in the next one.
Good night.